Now wait a minute, hater, why you always come round? Watching somebody video only to give a thumb down on YouTube. Top of the morning until the sundown, trolling every account. I noticed
YouTube, welcome back to another 978 Customs video. And today we have Secret War Spider-Man. Now it's not the black suit Secret War, this is the suit that Nick Fury gave him. A shield-designed stealth suit that Spider-Man wore during a covert mission to overthrow the government of Latveria, which was organized by Nick Fury after he could not get the president to approve of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's the basic rundown on how he acquired the suits, and I think the suit looks really good. It reminds me of Miles Morales to a degree, but those blue legs on the waist, shoulders, and torso just stick out so much to me. And at first, when I first seen the design, I was wondering where they led to. And I couldn't find a picture of the back for a long time. And luckily, this is my second Secret War Spider-Man, so I had to work off the other custom picture I had saved in my phone in order to get that back logo as accurate as I could. Because for some reason, I couldn't find any more back pictures on Google. I was having a hard time. But I did manage to replicate the logo in the back, so everything worked out fine. Secret War Stealth Suit Spider-Man. I have to say, this is probably one of his coolest costumes yet. But that's an understatement due to how many costumes Spider-Man has, so whatever. But I do like the suit a lot. It does make him look a little more serious than the red and blue. I just think the silhouette of the black just makes him appear more gritty. And so I like this design. And if you guys want to know, this was made on a bullseye body and a Spider UK head, casted head, repainted obviously. But that's pretty much it, and the hands come from a Ben Reilly figure. So if you want to make yourself one of these, just get yourself a bullseye body, a Spider UK head, and some Ben Reilly hands to swap out. And you too can have a Secret War Spider-Man. I have so many bullseye bodies that I'm on a mission, so you're going to see a lot of Spider-Man on the bullseye bodies. If that's something you don't want to see, too bad. Now these were the only reference shots I could find. I mean, there were a few more with the front, but I didn't need it. These are the more detailed pictures, and so I was happy with these. I noticed that his black is a little grayish, so I almost painted it gray, but I decided to leave it black because I like the way it looked that way. But I think if I ever do another Secret War, I may add a little bit of gray shading to it. But everything works properly like your original Marvel Legends. You can lift the arms up. It's painted all the way up in the back from the spider in the back, so you can pose it in any pose you like, just like your average Marvel Legends. Nothing too different. I tried my best to eliminate the paint rub. Seeing the figure was all black, there wasn't much paint to rub anyway, so I do like to pose my figures around and have them in my hand and handle them often, and so I expect you guys to do the same. Even though most of you guys probably would just take and put it on a shelf, I handle them often. I don't have a shelf yet, so. But these hands are interchangeable as well. I only have 3 right hands and 1 left hand. I didn't really want to go through the trouble in painting more hands. The webs gave me kind of a headache. And so I just gave him a whip hand on the right, a fist on the right, and then 2 open hands for both hands. As far as Spider-Man goes, I think he needs a lot more accessories than 2 extra hands. He needs the original hands that he comes with that Hasbro provides. And also maybe a web line. I think Hasbro should probably be investing in some accessory packs. I think now's the time. They just released the Hydra 2-pack, so it's perfect time for accessories. But I do like the fist on him, fist in your face kind of look. And I gotta say, I am really happy with this custom overall. It looks really dark on camera, so it's hard to really see the lines and stuff. But I believe this would definitely pop on your shelf. And this is what Hasbro, I think, needs to do. Just more different color suits. We're getting too many red and blue suits. They're oversaturating the market. There are some people who have issues with using the bullseye body for a Spider-Man custom. They say he's a little too thick, he's too big. Personally, I think he looks good. Here's the comparison with Pizza Spidey. And you can see that they look pretty identical. I don't want to say identical. They look similar, and the only differences are probably the torso, where Bullseye is a little thicker in the waist and in the upper torso, whereas Spidey's a lot thinner. But the size comparison, they're about the same size. Their shoulders span out about the same. Their length is the same. Their thighs are pretty evenly thickened. Bullseye's thighs being slightly thicker. But to be honest, I don't have a problem with using Bullseye for Spider-Man customs, and I'm going to do that for a few. I do have pizza spider bodies. Here is the legit stop motions Spider-Man. Congratulations to you, by the way. But on the shelf, I think they'll blend in really well. If you read the Spider-Verse, you'll know that none of the spiders are actually identical. They all have their own differences. And that's what's cool about the Spider-Verse. As much as they look like Spider-Man, they all have slight, tiny differences that makes them their own character. Getting a closer view, again, I have to say, I don't have an issue with them. I like them both standing side by side. I think they'll look amazing on the shelf. And if they were to put more Spider-Man on the bullseye body, I wouldn't have an issue. I'd be actually really happy they did that. So many costumes that could be done for the Spider-Verse that I have no idea what's going on behind corporate doors. Like, I don't know how long they have the Spider-Man contract for, but it seems like they're not really utilizing the Spider-Man character enough. And I understand that they give us a lot of random villains and sub-characters, but for the Spider-Verse, they're just missing a lot. And with the recent Punk and Noir coming out, I'm happy. But let's be honest, there's a lot of Spider-Verse characters that they're missing, and they could be definitely putting into action figure form. For example, this Secret War. They're doing it in the Unlimited game, the app version. There's so many Spider-Man in there. They should just take notes from that. Enough about my ranting. What do you guys think, though? Am I just blowing it out of proportion? Do you guys want to see other Spider-Man characters? Am I the only weirdo?
Yes!
Well, you made it to the end of another YouTube video. Another custom, another 978 custom. I appreciate y'all for coming by and supporting the channel. Feel free to like this, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this custom and what you want to see next. And subscribe for those who have. I appreciate it. For those who haven't, what are you waiting for?